Week 5 games in the 2025 NFL season. Again, I think it's a very weird week. There's not one matchup that stands out that says, oh my God, this game's going to be incredible to me.
For me, there is one game that has that.
Okay. I'm going to let you start then.
Okay. So, number 5, I'm actually going to go with oh God. I have my number 1 and number 2 on lock. It's the rest of the list that I'm like, I don't know. But number 5, I'm going to go with the Commanders and the Chargers. I think this is a very interesting game. A lot of it depends on whether Terry McLaurin is back or not for Washington. But as we talked about, Washington is coming off of a tough loss on the road against Atlanta. Meanwhile, the Chargers lost their first game of the season, and they're dealing with offensive line issues. So this matchup comes at a very interesting time for both teams. Like you talked about, the Commanders, they had that Cinderella run to the NFC Championship, and now can they repeat that? Well, they don't have Jaden Daniels. They might not have Terry McLaurin. And after week 2, or week 3, I should say, we were all saying, oh, the Chargers could win this division in a runaway. And now they've come back down to earth a little bit. So for me, it's an intriguing game from that perspective. Number 4, I'm going to go with the AFC East Sunday Night Football battle. Patriots-Bills. For one, like I talked about, the Patriots seemed to figure it out offensively last week, but it was against the Panthers. Now you're taking a major step up by going on the road to Orchard Park against the team who has owned this division for the past few seasons. Prior to that, it was the Patriots division. So we're going to find out a lot about the Patriots in this game. I think I'm more interested in this game because of the Patriots side of the equation. We know who the Buffalo Bills are. We know who Josh Allen is. But we don't quite know who the Patriots are yet. We don't quite know who Drake May is. So for me, that puts it right in the intrigue line. Number 3 for me, Thursday Night Football, Battle of California, 49ers, Rams. The Rams really should have lost that game against the Indianapolis Colts if A.D. Mitchell just simply does not get called for a holding penalty, or if he freaking holds on to the ball when he goes into the end zone. So the Rams really got lucky in that game. Meanwhile, the 49ers lost at home against the Jaguars. And whenever the 49ers play the Rams in SoFi, it basically feels like a 49ers home game. They're playing on a short week. Do the Rams stay hot and keep up this momentum? Can the 49ers overcome some of their injuries? And then number 2 for me, I'm going to what is it? Well, as of right now, it's a 4 o'clock game, but depending on what the Seattle Mariners do, the game could get moved. We don't know because, well, Lumen Field and T-Mobile Park are right next to each other. And both teams are going to be wearing their throwback jerseys. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Seattle Seahawks. Tampa Bay coming off of a game I think they very well could have won against your Philadelphia Eagles. And then you got the Seahawks who won at the buzzer against the Arizona Cardinals on Thursday Night Football. So I want to know, how does that help the Seahawks? The fact that they played on Thursday Night Football, they get all this extra rest, whereas the Buccaneers were in a very physical, hard-fought matchup against the Eagles, and now they have to travel out west to take on the Seahawks. And number 1 for me, I said it earlier, before the season, I would not have picked this game to be number one on my list. But you got the 2-2 Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Duval to take on the 3-1 Jacksonville Jaguars. Kansas City seems to have gotten their groove back. Mahomes is playing fantastic with the likes of Xavier Worthy, who is back. You got this newfound connection with Mahomes and Thornton, and Rashid Rice is going to come back, which is going to add just another element. You got Isaiah Pacheco, who seems to be playing well again. Kareem Hunt is back in the groove. And, of course, you have the Kansas City defense led by Chris Jones. On the other side, Trevor Lawrence. He's playing well now under Liam Cohen, finally. And like you said, they haven't really featured Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas yet. And I like what they're doing running the ball with Travis Etienne. I thought it would be a bit of a risk to trade a backup running back. I get it, but it doesn't seem to have hurt them. And Josh Hines-Allen, I think he still plays for the Jaguars, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he does.
Okay. He's figured it out defensively. Not that he hadn't figured it out, but you know what I mean. And the Jaguars, they're coming back from playing on the West Coast. So how does that affect them playing on Monday Night Football against Kansas City? Side note, is it a coincidence that, the Jaguars are playing on Monday Night Football, and then the very next night, AEW Dynamite is happening in Jacksonville? Tony Khan did that completely on purpose.
I don't know if Tony Khan has any sway on when the Jacksonville Jaguars play a Monday Night Football game. You could be right. We generally agree on the list this week. There's one big game that I have that you don't. And so we'll get to that. At number 5, originally, I agreed with you. I was going to have Niners at Rams Thursday Night Football game on this list. And I had it on the list. And then something came down about 4 o'clock today that Dylan Gabriel is starting for the Cleveland Browns. So I hate to say this, Josh, but the Browns have done the impossible. They made me want to get up at 9:30 on a Sunday morning to watch them because Carson Wentz versus Dylan Gabriel, it may be bad television. It may be great television. I don't know. I want to see the kid. I want to see if I'm right that he's too small to play quarterback in the NFL. If I'm wrong, if I'm somewhere in between, he may just be a carbon copy of Tua Tagovailoa, which for God's sakes, I hope he's not. I'd rather have him be terrible than have to live with Tua for your sake for the next 4 years. But that's what I want to see.
The fact that we're getting Carson Wentz against Dylan Gabriel is hilarious. I honestly thought going into the Steelers game next week, I thought it was going to be Joe Flacco against Aaron Rodgers, and I was prepared to just laugh my ass off.
Joe Flacco may never be getting off the couch of an NFL game ever again. We will see. At number 4, I agree with you on Commanders Chargers for all the reasons you said. Number 3, Bucs Seahawks. I agree with you for all the reasons you said. Number 2, Chiefs Jaguars. I agree with you for all the reasons you said. So that leaves one game. Number 1 top of the list. The 2-2 Denver Broncos are coming to Philly to take on the 4-0 Philadelphia Eagles. This is, in my opinion, a very interesting game for both of these franchises because for the Eagles, and this is no disrespect to the Denver Broncos, but you had a very hard division rivalry game week 1 against the Dallas Cowboys where you knew they were going to give you every shot you get. Then you get a playoff stretch with the Chiefs, the Rams, and the Buccaneers back-to-back-to-back. Denver was a playoff team a year ago. They have not looked like a playoff team, and their 2 wins this year, let's face it, are against the Titans who, they don't look very good.
They are ruining Cam Ward before his career even gets started.
Tell me about it. And the Bengals, who did not look very good. So this is Bo Nix going on the road against a tough defense. This is Sean Payton coming back to Philly, a place where he's had some success in the past against the Eagles. And these two teams do not match up very much. The last time these two teams matched up in Philly was 2017, week 9, when newly acquired Eagle Jay Ajayi went off on the Eagles' way to winning Super Bowl 52. So it's a different matchup. It's a matchup of two teams. Sean Payton seems to think his Broncos are a Super Bowl contender. I obviously disagree with that, but that's where we're at. And I think it's a very interesting game on Sunday with Jim Nantz and Tony Romo on the call for CBS.
Okay, that definitely adds some intrigue to it. I understand why you put that game at number 1. For me, Chiefs Jaguars, because I wasn't expecting the Jaguars to be 3-1, yet here they are. That's why I have that game at number 1. And by the way, I'm not trying to suggest Tony Khan had some say in the schedule making, but the fact that the Jaguars have a Monday night game and he just goes, "Oh yeah, we're going to do AEW Dynamite in Jacksonville that week." It's the coincidence is ridiculous.